Hello, everybody, and yes, as you can see in the title, Dino Battles Season 2 starts right now. And who is our contestants battling today? The two very confusing Albertosaurus and Allosaurus. Because, they're practically the same size and they have a very similar name. Over in this corner of the ring, we have Allosaurus at 32 feet with massive claws. And over in this corner, we have Albertosaurus at 30 feet with crushing jaws. Albertosaurus lived in the Cretaceous 175 million years ago. And over here, we have Allosaurus who lived in the Jurassic. Allosaurus hunted some of the largest sauropods to ever exist, including Diplodocus and Apatosaurus. And maybe, now with the recent findings, maybe even Brontosaurus. Albertosaurus, over in this corner of the ring, hunted some of the most deadly armored dinosaurs to ever exist. Pachyrhinosaurus, a ceratopsian with a frill and a battering ram on its nose. And even may have hunted some ankylosaurs for a change. And now, the most deadly feature of all. Oh, can't say that yet. Anyway, let's go and first talk about our first fighter, Allosaurus fragilimus. Put the scientific name up there. I don't know. Allosaurus has some very interesting features. It is as long. Some maximum skeletons put it as long as Tyrannosaurus rex. However, it is not nearly as large, weighing up to 1.5 tons for Allosaurus. Allosaurus was a very powerful predator. We know this because it hunted large dinosaurs. And in fact, we know that Allosaurus was a very deadly predator and hunted very deadly things because we've found an instance where there was a hole in the vertebral column of the spine of the we found a hole in the spine. And guess what fit the hole? The thagomizer of the Stegosaurus. Hashtag least favorite dinosaur. Allosaurus was stabbed by a Stegosaurus. If Allosaurus didn't hunt Stegosaurus, Stegosaurus would have never feared it, therefore never attacked it. So Allosaurus was probably hunting down Stegosaurus. That makes this creature a very deadly predator. However, its arms are going to be practically useless in this battle. Because they are going to be only using for slashing like this. They can't go whoosh and slice down like that, or can't go whoosh, slice down like that, and go whoosh and slice down like that. They can only go like that because they can't pronate their hands, as you've seen in the No Scapula Tyrannosaurus Rex episode of yesterday. So, it'll only be able to slash left and right, which is not going to be very useful. Which won't be very useful to the very slender, quick form of Albertosaurus. Another disadvantage for Allosaurus is the fact that its jaws are not designed the same way that Albertosaurus is. Allosaurus' jaws, what they have is a hatchet situation. They go up and they can go up, down, up, down. The lower jaw bites the victim, and then hold on, I gotta turn this TV off real quick. I'm just gonna mute it. There. So, it has a hatchet situation. If you've seen BBC's Walking with Dinosaurs, you'd know that this situation, not Walking with Dinosaurs, BBC's Planet Dinosaur, Dinosaur Planet, or Planet Dinosaur. If you've seen that, you'll know that the Allosaurus bites with its lower jaw, and then hatchets up and down with its upper jaw to cut through to the victim. This is a disadvantage to some animals. For some animals, it's an advantage, because this means that it has to constantly open its mouth, which means the other animal, quick enough, has time to escape. However, these arms are going to be useful if it gets a hold, because then it can give it a hug, so to say, and hug around the animal, because this is not pronating their hands. It hugs around the animal and it can hatch it up and down. That will be useful in this situation. However, Allosaurus is just a huge disadvantage against Albertosaurus. The only advantage it has is that it's larger and quicker. Actually, no, it's not. Go away. I don't need that. That happened in the last Dino Battle episode, I think. Jeez. So what happened was, it's actually not as quick as Albertosaurus. We can determine that when we talk about Albertosaurus. Jesus, these two aren't. Tyrannosaurs. What the heck? Okay, so Allosaurus is a very big disadvantage. It can't slash very effectively with its claws. Now, it can give hugs with its claws and hold on to its prey while it's slashing up and down with its jaws. However, another disadvantage of Allosaurus is that it doesn't have binocular vision like Mr. Albertosaurus over here. Sure, Albertosaurus doesn't have nearly as good binocular vision as T-Rex, but still binocular vision nonetheless. Allosaurus is similar to Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus. I'm just gonna say what you're gonna hear me saying that all around. So anyway, Giganotosaurs have their eyes directly on the sides of their heads. Allosaurus would have had the same thing too. Sure, they would have been sharper vision. It would have had a sharper vision because the eyes on Giganotosaurs are terrible. Allosauruses are slightly better, but still on the side and nowhere near as good as Albertosauruses. Because what we have here is a situation of old world reptiles and new world reptiles. Why do I say this? What dinosaurs had feathers? Did someone say the Allosaurus? And what dinosaur that have we found that will be appearing in season 3 that had feathers? Eutyrannus. Because yeah, I'm spoiling it for you. Eutyrannus is going to be in season 3, just so you know. So, Eutyrannus had feathers. What is the chance? What chance could there possibly be that Albertosaurus didn't have feathers? If Albertosaurus had feathers, you've got the quicker, more agile reptile. And this guy just has scales. He's going to be the slower animal. Reptiles are always... Which is quicker? A lizard or a bird? Discount basilisk, because basilisk can run on water, and that would be insanely fast. But Allosaurus would have been more toward the cold-blooded side, although still being a warm-blooded animal. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be more sluggish than Albertosaurus. Albertosaurus is gonna be quicker all around because it's a Silurisaurian, and this is just a Carnosaur. Carnosaurs and Silurisaurs. Carnosaurs are usually always bigger than Silurisaurs, except for the one case of gigantism. That is, drumroll please, even though I don't need it, the Tyrannosaurids. Tyrannosaurs are the largest group of Silurisaurian dinosaurs, and they are much bigger than and they are larger than almost any other carnivorous dinosaur in the Carnosaur clade. Silurisaurs, as a whole, are generally smaller than the Carnosaurs. But anyway, back to this. This is important. Okay, well, we were talking about. So Allosaurus is going to be more sluggish, less active, and it doesn't have a powerful bite force. It doesn't have binocular vision. It can sort of use its arms, but it's not going to be able to. However, there's an advantage that Allosaurus has. It is much, much better at balanced. As you can see, it is shorter compared to It's about the same height as Albertosaurus. However, its legs are shorter, so it's going to be closer to the ground. And it's got this immensely long tail to help it balance it out. So it's gonna its tail is basically balancing out the animal. It's closer to the ground, has a long tail. That means its center of balance is gonna be somewhere around here. This is where you would like it to be, or right here. And that means that means it's gonna be more balanced. Albertosaurus, however, on the other hand, is not gonna be balanced. Short tail, very short, and it's very tall, which means its center of balance is gonna be not the best. So anyway, after we've analyzed the king of the Jurassic, let's analyze the king of Alberta. I just made that up. It doesn't matter. Don't criticize. Okay, so Albertosaurus. What are we going to talk about on you? It has relative binocular vision. It has a very, very strong bite force. It is very fast. I mean, really, Allosaurus got nothing on this guy other than the fact. I mean, look at these legs. I can tell from these two pictures that this dinosaur is faster than this dinosaur. How can I tell? Look at the leg bones. Dinosaurs, the longer the femur, if the femur is longer than the fibula and tibia, or tibia and fibia, I don't know what they're called, but how they're pronounced. But anyway, if the femur is longer than those two bones, it is a very slow animal. And if you can see in Allosaurus, look at how big that femur is compared to the fibia and tibia. They are practically the same length. Which means we do not have an extremely fast animal on our hands. However, let's look at Albertosaurus and look at how long that fibia and tibia are compared to that femur. They are immensely long compared to the femur. What this means is that Albertosaurus was a very fast runner. This is good because it's able to run down its prey, which would be Pachyrhinosaurus, Hadrosaurids, and in the occasion, Troodonts, if it was ever hungry or trying to just play around as a little baby. But Troodonts were on the menu because they were smaller. However, we have no evidence that they ate Troodonts. They would have been on the menu because a lion isn't going to refrain from eating a vulture. They're both predators. But if a lion sees a vulture over there, sure, it's going to go eat it, if it can. So that would be the same situation. The Albertosaurus is the lion, the Troodon's the vulture. Albertosaurus, if it sees the Troodon, it's just some more meat. It's going to go eat it. I mean, logically, that would make sense. So anyway, we've got... Hold on. So it's very... And also, brain power. Allosaurus was as smart as a normal reptile. Like a crocodile. Based on some studies. It was a reptile. It had a reptilian-like brain. However, Albertosaurus was slightly smarter, being able to outmaneuver and predict the moves of the Allosaurus and get out of the way because it is a Coelurosaurian. Coelurosaurs, even though they are the smaller group of dinosaurs, discount the Tyrannosaurids, they are the smarter group of dinosaurs. That's why it includes the birds, which are the smartest dinosaurs to ever exist. Birds are smarter than any other dinosaur on the planet. In fact, corvids are actually smarter than some primates. That means what Alan Grant said in Jurassic Park 3 was correct. They were smarter than dolphins. They were smarter than whales. Ellie, they were smarter than primates. Yes, I quoted exactly what he said. That's why I said Ellie. Anyway, so corvids are actually smarter than primates. And since they are troodontid, which means that they evolved from troodontids. Archaeopteryx was a troodontid. This means that they are parts of the raptor groups. Now, that's off topic, but just saying, Albertosaurus would have been smarter than Allosaurus. So there's one YouTube channel out there who I've seen who always likes to think that Allosaurus is the best, but it's not. It is at a complete disadvantage against any Coelurosaurian dinosaur bigger than it or close to its size. Albertosaurus can bite down, hold down, flex its jaws, and snap the neck. Allosaurus has to bite down, slash, cut the meat off. Allosaurus, not as fast. Albertosaurus, much faster. Sure, the arms are puny and short, but hey, I mean, if you're biting down with a full force and biting down so hard that you don't even need your arms, why make them as long as Allosaurus arms? Allosaurus has these long arms to compensate for the fact that it has such small teeth and its teeth don't really do much. I mean, look at these teeth compared to those teeth. You can barely even see those teeth, but you can see those teeth for sure. So, anyway, now that we've analyzed the two, close your eyes. We're going to envision a scene. We're going to put it in a swampy environment. Off to the north, you see trees rustling with birds coming out, and they're flying away as the trees are rustling. Out of the swamp comes an Allosaurus into a clearing. It sniffs the air and roars. But then, off to the south, some more trees start rustling. And in the bushes, it sees a form, though it can't exactly make it out. And then out of the bushes jumps an Albertosaurus. It roars at the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus roars back. The Allosaurus, being not nearly as smart as Albertosaurus, rushes forward to try to kill it. Allosaurus sidesteps out of the way and twists around and bites the neck of the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus, having a much more muscular neck, flexes its neck out of the way and pops out of the jaws of the Allosaurus. Although having done major damage, it's bleeding immensely. The Allosaurus has not comprehended the power of the Albertosaurus correctly. The Albertosaurus starts to run around the Allosaurus in circles, the Allosaurus slashing its arms and trying to bite onto it. Then eventually it does. It bites the back. Just as the Albertosaurus runs away again, it bites the back of the tail. It starts to shake it, and it rips off part of the tail. The Albertosaurus has now lost balance. Although still able to run, it isn't nearly as well balanced. The Allosaurus has caught an advantage. This might be the one chance that it gets. It runs forward and knocks down the Albertosaurus. The Albertosaurus bites forward, and then in the stroke of luck, bites onto the Allosaurus' arm. And bites onto it so hard, it snaps the bones and crushes them into tiny pieces, and then it rips the arm off, blood spewing everywhere onto the swamp floor. This gives the Albertosaurus time to get up, and then it bites off the other arm with its immense bite force. The Allosaurus now only has one weapon, its jaws. But the Albertosaurus, it appears, has already won. Even though it has lost its balance slightly, the Allosaurus has lost its two largest assets, its arms. And now, roaring in pain, it rears up on its back legs and roars to the sky in pain. This leaves the neck vulnerable. Now, the Albertosaurus has the perfect opportunity. Calculating the risk, it runs in precisely, and it bites the neck of the Allosaurus. But doesn't bite the whole neck, just bites the bottom of the neck. Bites down so hard, the Allosaurus is screaming, and as it roars so loud that when the Albertosaurus pulls away, it instantly stops. The Allosaurus is moving around, opening and closing its mouth, and in the mouth of the Albertosaurus is the larynx. The larynx and the trachea of the Allosaurus are in the mouth of the Albertosaurus. It opens its mouth and eats it, and then rushes forward and, using its large head, rams the Allosaurus over, and the Allosaurus falls to the ground. Using calculated risks and calculating every move of the Allosaurus, it is able to reach the victory. It scores a decisive victory over the Allosaur. Now there's nothing left other than to feast. It steps on the side of the Allosaurus and shoves its face in, ripping out the intestines and spewing blood everywhere. And then it gorges itself on its victory. Well, hope that explained it to you guys. This has been the episode 1. Episode 1, round 1 of season 2. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to I actually forgot what I say at the end of my videos. Wow. So if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and forget to leave a dislike and have a fan-flippin-tastic day. This has been the Primal Earth with Season 2, Episode 1, Round 1 of Dino Battles. Allosaurus versus Albertosaurus, with the Allosaurus being the winner. So, you put down in the comments below which dinosaur you think should have won. And by the next time I record Dino Battles, that dinosaur will have won. However, you have to explain why you think that dinosaur should have won. Unless it was the Albertosaurus, because I already explained how that dinosaur would have won. So if you think it was Allosaurus, you have to say why you think Allosaurus would have won. But say Albertosaurus should have won, you don't have to explain it because I just explained it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and forget to leave a dislike and have a fan-flippin-tastic day. This has been the Primal Earth signing out once again. Woo woo. Go away. Bye. See ya tomorrow. Hello guys, welcome to the end card of, yes, our Dino Battle. I was actually surprised we were going to do this today because I didn't think I was going to wake up this early to record it. Anyway, don't forget to check out these two videos as well. Over here, if you click over here, you will see our previous video, the No Scabula Schleich exclusive Red T-Rex review, because that's literally what the video is titled, so I'm just reading that. And if you click over here, you'll see another great video, which is Jurassic Fight Club Turf Wars Gaming Episode 2. So, if you want, you can watch either of those. It's really up to you. And if you want, you might want to click the subscribe button. It helps a lot. So basically, that's it. And I'll leave you to it.